Y'all, I don't know if this is going to be pretty, but I'm getting ready to hunt down this catfish with some watermelon juice and some other things because this catfish was rude as hell, y'all. Y'all are not going to believe this.
Eyes on me, apply that. Get it, don't be timid when you in it, apply that. Love upon it, it belong, need it. I don't want no drip, baby, spread like it's really so fine. It's spicy, baby, jump up on this. I guess that's why you like it, baby, come and get this. Takes a lot to excite me, baby, give it all you got. I'm a tough cookie, baby, get the right stuff.
Sparkle, I'm sorry, but you cannot come up here, okay? This is for me and Unspoken. This is our live stream. You can't come up here, honey. Sorry. Sorry, Sparklers, you can't come up here. I don't want you to ever mess about anybody, because this is not a drama live. Hey, April. Nobody on Unspoken doing.
I won't dance. Don't ask me.
I just wish Dorothy was here. I need her advice.
Why can't you talk to me?
Well, no offense, Sophia, but Dorothy gives the best advice. She always knows just what to say.
I need help.
I'm back.
Dorothy? What about Dorothy? Have you told Dorothy?
Oh, I wish Dorothy were here.
Never get away from the sound of the woman that loves you. When I touch a fool, I'll follow you down till the sound of my voice will haunt you. Give me just a chance. Never get away from the sound.
I think I'm not going to need any sleeping pills tonight. Let's get started on the weekend.
Essa droga de sonho não vai dar em nada.
a slut and a moron.
Eat dirt and die trash.
Dead. Muffins? Thanks, you human mattress.
Sorry, wrong video. Hold on.
What a hunk. I know. Eat your hearts out.
Blanche, did it ever occur to you that possibly Rose or I might be interested in Jay?
Yes.
And you still used every cheap ploy to nab him before we had a chance?
Yes.
Then what do you have to say for yourself?
Damn, I'm good.
I'm bringing sexy back. Yeah. The mother boys don't know how to act. Yeah. I think it's special. Want it. I want it. I like a ring. Like a ring, I want a diamond ring. I'm a wedding finger. I'm like a pretty shiny diamond. I can wave around and talk about it. One of the things that give me color, I can never doubt it. Until death, I do. See a bite. This man is testing me. Help me, Lord. I need you to tell me, baby. Where the hell is my husband? What is taking so long to find me? Oh, baby. Where the hell is my love? Getting down with the love. Turn it up,
Will you marry me for real?
For real?
For real.
Oh, yes, Lucas. Oh, yes.
Your husband is coming.
Don't you know you can change your hair and you can change your clothes, you can change your mind, that's just the way it goes. You can say goodbye and you can say hello, but you'll always find a way
It's just like seeing her for the first time again. It's just like seeing her for the first time.
Dress for the stop traffic or what? Dress for the stop traffic or what?
Nine pearls in your kiss, a singing smile, coffee smell, and lilac skin. You're blaming me. I'm only here. Nine pearls in your kiss, a singing smile, coffee smell, and lilac skin. You're blaming me. I'm only here. Now Paul is a real estate novelist who never had time for a wife, and he's talking with David, who's still in the Navy and probably will be for life.
Time casts a spell on you, but you won't forget me. When I know I could have loved you, but you would not let me.
Now Paul is a real estate novelist who never had time for a wife, and he's talking with David, who's still in the Navy and probably will be for life.
Time casts a spell on you, but you won't forget me. When I know I could have loved you, but you would not let me. Yes! I'm the slutty friend! Surprise!
I mean, anyone who has ever competed understands what you're going through. So listen, sweetheart, if you don't feel like bowling, you don't have to.
Oh, good.
You just hold on to the ball and I'll throw you down the alley. I mean, anyone who has ever competed understands what you're going through. So listen, sweetheart, if you don't feel like bowling, you don't have to.
Oh, good.
You just hold on to the ball and I'll throw you down the alley.
I don't know what the hell is going on with StreamYard. It giving me all kinds of issues. I don't know what's going on with it. So I am going to refresh and come back because he thinks something is wrong. I want to see what's on. I want to see if it's on my end. So hold on a second.
Hey, everybody in the chat. Sorry, I'm a little distracted right now. Little distracted.
What's going on, honey?
Nothing. Just
Okay.
distracted. Personal, family, my daughter, everything. So.
Okay, so yeah, so that message is down. That message is gone. Okay, good. Okay, all right.
Hold on. Back on mute.
Okay, yeah.
That's exactly how I feel. That's exactly how I feel. That's exactly how I feel. I woke up this morning, wrong side of the bed. I don't have to scream it. I might be a bitch. I might make a friend. Ain't I so amazing? Love me or hate me, who ain't changing, and I don't give a fuck. No, that's exactly how I feel. That's exactly how I feel. That's exactly how I feel. Don't hide no emotions. Wear them on my sleeve. All my feelings Gucci. Can't hold back my tears. That would be a crime. I look pretty crying. But they ain't tell you. Love me or hate me. Who ain't changing? And I don't give a fuck. No. That's exactly how I feel. That's exactly how I feel. That's exactly how I feel.
I feel like hurting their feelings. Don't get mad, I get millions. My heart ain't got no feeling. My cars ain't got no ceiling. I ain't with that acting out friendly. Please step away from the Bentley. You're either not with me or with me. The fire close by like it's with me. Stay in your lane, don't tempt me. Mr. Bust the whole clip till it's empty. I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. Like Reagan them said, God willing. 5 chains on like burr. Feeling like rocking my fur. Rolls Royce with the chauffeur. How your toes feel on a mink fur? Scoochie.
Cry cause I want to. Smile if I want to. Yes, I can. Love cause I want to. It's so that I can scream. I can scream. I can scream. Yeah. That's exactly how I feel. That's exactly how I feel. That's exactly how I feel. Are you ready? Are you ready?
On Amazon Music.
Give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn her back around. Give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn her back around. Said I don't wanna leave you lonely. You gotta make me change my mind. Baby, I got your number. Oh, and I know that you got mine. You know that I called you. I called too many times. You can call me, baby. You can call me anytime. You got to call me. Give me one reason to steer, and I'll turn her back around. Give me one reason to steer, and I'll turn her back around. Said I don't wanna leave you lonely. You gotta make me change my mind. I don't want no one to squeeze me. They might take away my life. I don't want no one to squeeze me. They might take away my life. I just want someone to hold me. Oh, and rock me through the night. And give you what you need. I said this youthful heart can love you, oh, and give you what you need. But I'm too old to go chasing you around, wasting my precious energy. Give me one reason to stay here, yes, now turn right back around. Give me one reason to steer, oh, I turn right back around. Said I don't wanna leave you lonely. You gotta make me change my mind. Baby, just give me one reason. Oh, give me just one reason why. Baby, just give me one reason. Oh, give me just one reason why I should stay. Said I told you that I love you, and there ain't no more to say.
Music.
We're playing old school music tonight, y'all, because yeah, I haven't had a good day. Found out something.
Everybody's talking all this stuff about me. Now, they just let me live. Oh, they should make my own decisions. That's my prerogative.
They say I'm crazy, I really don't care. That's my prerogative. They say I'm nasty, but I don't give a damn. Getting girls is how I live. Some ask questions, why am I so real? But they don't understand me, or really don't know the deal about a brother trying hard to make it right. Not long ago, before I win this fight, so everybody's talking all this stuff about me. Why don't they just let me live? Tell me why. I don't need permission to make my own decision. Oh, that's my prerogative. It's my prerogative. It's the way that I wanna live. It's my prerogative. I can do just what I feel. It's my prerogative. Nobody can tell me what to do. It's my prerogative. Cause what I'm doing for you now. Don't get me wrong, I'm really not so. Ego trips is not my thing. All these strange relationships really gets me down. I see nothing wrong with spreading myself around. Everybody's talking all this stuff about me. Yeah, then just let me live. Tell me why. I don't need permission. I don't need my own decision. It's my prerogative. I can do what I want to do. It's my prerogative. Can you live my life? It's my prerogative. I'm doing it just for you. It's my prerogative. Tell me why can't I live my life without all of the things that people say? Yo, Teddy, kick it like this. No. I can do what I want to do. Me and you. Together. Everybody's talking. Why don't they just let me be? I need permission from nobody. And everybody's talking. I don't need my own decision. What is this, a blizzard that I can't have money in my pocket and people not talk about me? This world is a trip. I don't know what's going on these days. Got this person over here talking about me, this person. Hey, listen, let me tell you something. This is my prerogative. I can do what I want to do. I made this money, you didn't.
Hey, I think it should be our song. And all the haters don't know what we're talking about. I can talk about what I want. It's my choice. It's my do. It's my life. It's my prerogative.
It's my prerogative. It's my prerogative. It's my.
On Amazon Music.
Come on in here, y'all, with your drinks. Get your snacks, okay? We got a lot of us to talk about, yo. I want to do this wrong again.
Take a look at me.
Now we are back.
Tell me, do you like what you see? Do you think you can? Do you think you can do me? Kiss me, pretty baby. Touch
me all over. Girl, what makes you think you can deal with me? Do you think you can do me? Yeah. Oh, do you think you can do me? Girl, let your head down. Take off your clothes and leave all your shoes. Would you mind if I look at you for a moment before I make sweet love? Backstage, underage, adolescent, how you doing?
See, we need to play The Queen is Here.
Action took place. Hey, kinda wet, don't forget the dance time. Let them go on, yo. I need a party back. You can do me when you want to do me.
Alexa, play The Queen is Here.
Here's The Queen is Here by Ivy Queen on Amazon Music.
Hey, Spencer. Yeah, let's go.
Atención, atención. Miss Queen is here. Lo comentan en las esquinas, que a ella le llaman la asesina. Entran, pero no saben que se debe respetar el código de calle. The Queen is here, baby. Esto es puesta para mí, vamos a dejar el drama. Motherfucker, soy rey, yo no soy rama. En la calle me acama y me llama porque nada bueno está pasando. A mí los titanitos me rodean porque tengo río. Mato en la raya, no me dan la calla. Dejen la cotorra que esta reina tiene raya. Llevan la placa que repente la calada, que comanda a la mujer y tiene a 2 o 3 frustrados. Entran, pero no saben que se debe respetar el código de calle. The Queen is here, baby. Cause I'm from the West. Hashtag se soltó la bestia. La vaina es un poco de la cabeza. ¿Qué clase de capítulo? No hagan el ridículo. Yo tengo más babilla y hasta tengo más testículos. Déjame bajarle un poco porque si yo sigo van a quedar locos. No tengo la falda, el pantalón bien puesto. No se hagan las películas sin presupuesto. Y si se creían que había llegado mi fin, todos saben ya mi nombre porque me dicen la Queen. Lo comentan en las esquinas, que a ella le llaman la asesina. Pero no saben que se debe respetar el código de calle. The Queen is here, baby. Saquen ya mi nombre de su boca, porque lista traigo mis canciones que más ropa y no me coman las locas. Mi pana, que daño me va a hacer tú, ni Satanás apareciendo podrá apagar mi luz. No se confundan ni se sientan inferiores, no se sientan aludidos cuando escuchen mi canción. Cuando yo era chamaquita mi madre me lo decía, mija, a ti no hay quien te mate, tú reencarnas otro día. Lo comentan en las esquinas, que a ella le llaman la asesina. Entran, pero no saben que se debe respetar el código de calle. The Queen is here, baby. Entran, pero no saben que se debe respetar el código de calle. The Queen is here, baby. The Queen is here. J. Qual Federal. The Queen is here. The Queen is here. El filtro. El filtro. No se me vuelva loco. No se me vuelva loco.
I couldn't. Here's Nam T.
Hold on.
T.I. on Amazon Music.
Running to the checker flag, running through the red light. Can't be good and won't pull over, come dead right. Ride to the sunrise, can't about no bedtime. Ain't gon' catch you ride with me, let the head back. Better know the west side level with the best style. All the way to Chris Shaw, I'm out of mind, nigga better know. Big shit, poppin' ain't no little shit. Dropping bags, it's a lot to you, to me, a little bit. Let them ride, Chevy 40 cal in my lap. Real dope boys in the trap. Big yacht, ballin' like a big shot. Niggas on my dick, make me room for your bitch. Gotta let them know. I don't tongue wrestle, I don't lip box. Solitaires, all I do is big rocks. I came from Dilly Rock, all the way to Headshot. On the throne, bitch ain't when I'm on, she can kick rock, let her know. But put up on the gas, I'm blowing money fast, let her know. I'm on these haters' ass. I know these niggas, man, gotta let them know. Big dog, how we get it bread, I ain't never scared. Big flex on a nigga head, what I'm standing on. Business, big chick, we done did that. Pushing weird back, better give me respect and some more. And let them know, boy, I would put the show for a gram or so. I was selling grand, right on camera, tilling hammers, yo. Lane speaking to me, what you need a camera for. Center hitter, hitting on the telephone, better know. They call it ballin', we just call it living. They say you live and die by your decision. Well, I'ma push it to the limit, never mind the consequences. Interfere, nigga, I'ma have a bit of better, let them know. On another level, my assets I put together, hit the pedal, do 200 everywhere I go. Better than a safe, just to show the date. On the throne, bitch ain't when I'm on, she can kick rock, let her know. My foot up on the gas, I'm blowing money fast, let her know. I'm on these haters' ass. I know these niggas better let them know. Skateboard P on the track. Louis duffel bag, 50 rack. Poppin' so obnoxious, I ain't got no country promo, like I still got a pocket full of crack. All they do is fight for number 2 cause I'm the one. Still make it play with the one. All we know is success, hit her with some rich sex. Good looking your bitch back, she forever mine till I let her go. Better know, let her know. Better know, let her go. Better know, let her know. Better know, let her go. She's my foot up on the gas. I'm blowing money fast. Better know, I'm on these haters' ass. I know these niggas, man, better let them know.
Featuring Alicia Keys on Amazon Music.
Yeah, I'm up at Brooklyn. Now I'm down in Tribeca, right next to the Narrow. But I'll be hood forever. I'm the new Sinatra. And since I made it here, I can make it anywhere. Yeah, they love me everywhere. I used to cop in Harlem. All of my Dominicanos right there up on Broadway. Pulled me back to that McDonald's. Took it to my stash spot, 560 State Street. Catch me in the kitchen like the Simmons whipping pastry. Cruising down A Street, off-white Lexus. Driving so slow, but BK is from Texas. Me, I'm out there Bed-Stuy, home of that boy Biggie. Now I live on Billboard, and I brought my boys with me. Say what up to Tata, still sipping my top. Sitting courtside, Knicks and Nets give me high five. Nigga, I be spiked out, I can trick a referee. Tell by my attitude that I'm most definitely from. Hey.
These streets will make you feel brand new. Lights will inspire you. Let's hear it.
You welcome, OG. I made you happy, nigga. Catch me at the X with OG at the Yankee game. Shit, I made the Yankee hat more famous than a Yankee can. You should know I bleed blue, but I ain't a crypto. But I got a gang of niggas walking with my click though. Africa. Welcome to the melting pot. Corners where we selling rock. Africa been by the shit. Home of the hip hop. Yellow cap, gypsy cap, dollar cap, holla back. For foreigners, it ain't fair. They act like they forgot how to act. 8 million stories out there in the naked city. It's a pity half of y'all won't make it. Me, I got a plug special, but I got it made. If Jesus paying LeBron, I'm paying Dwayne Wade. 3 dice CeeLo, 3 card Marley. Labor Day parade, rest in peace, Bob Marley. Statue of Liberty, long live the World Trade, long live the King, yo. I'm the Empire State. Welcome to the bright light, man. You feel brand new, big lights will inspire you. Let's hear it for New York. Lights is blinding, girls need blinders, so they could step out of bounds quick. The sidelines is lined with casualties who sip the light casually, then gradually become worse. Don't fight the apple eve, caught up in the in crowd. Now you're in style, and in the winter gets cold, involved with your skin out. City of sin, it's a pity on the whim. Good girls going bad, the city's filled with them. Mommy took a bus trip, now she got a bus out. Everybody ride her, just like a bus route. Hail Mary to the city, you're a virgin, and Jesus can't save you. Life starts when the church is. Came here for school, graduated to the highlight. Ball players, rap stars, addicted to the limelight. Empty and May got you feeling like a champion. The city never sleeps, better slip you an ambient. I'm big young with dreams of made of. There's nothing you can't do. Count on New York. These streets will make you feel brand new. Big lights will inspire you. Let's hear it for New York, New York. One hand in the air for the big city. Street lights, big dreams.
All looking pretty. What in the world you kidding him?
Put your ladies
In the air, everybody say yeah. Hey Denise. Oh, with reason, hey yo. There's nothing you can't do. These streets will make you feel brand new. Big lights will inspire you. Let's hear it for New York, New York.
By ZZ Top.
I'm gonna play it with your song.
Lose you, and I don't know what I'm going to do. So soon, like that, I don't need a reason why they come running again. I'm gonna go crazy about a shot that's me.
Hey Micah. Yeah, man.
When I step out, I'm gonna do you in. They could run and do as fast as they can. Every girl crazy about a shot glass I'm aware, come I understand. Let's say, white love, looking sharp, looking for love.
Running just as fast as we can.
And I go crazy about it, shot just
Spencer, is this it?
Y'all know who it is.
This is another song way too.
It's Friday night. It's weekend, fellas call up the homies. Ladies call up the girls. It's time to get live tonight. I'm about to hit the dance floor. Show you how we do it down in Charleston. Hey, let's go. I want to start a party with my cup in my hand.
Spencer, let me know if this is the song.
I saw the sexy lady with some high heel boots. She was hanging with some girls with the daisy boots. So I walked in her direction cause I like what I see. So come to find out she was looking at me. Then she turned her thing around and started backing it up. And so I had to grab my pants and started jacking it up. And I said, this my type of carrying on.
Much time I'm carrying on.
From the night until the early morning.
Yeah, you got your calories on.
Now this my type of carrying on. This my type of carrying on. Now this my type of carrying on. This my type of carrying on. From the night until the early morning. This my type of carrying on. Now this my type of carrying on. This my type of carrying on. To another party, it was down on the beach. I saw a lady, said her name was Georgia Peach. Said she heard about my music and she liked how I smell. I was speechless like her body put me under a spell. I offered her a drink, I had a bottle of shine. She started slipping slow, so she was taking her time. But she asked me for some more, so she was feeling alright. And I said, just might take me home at the end of the night. And I said, this one type of carrying on.
Okay, I will wait.
This my type of carrying on. From the night until the early morning. I said, now this my type of carrying on. Now this my type of carrying on. This my type of carrying on. Now this my type of carrying on. This my type of carrying on. From the night until the early morning. This my type of carrying on. Now this my type of carrying on. This my type of carrying on. Rock it to the right, rock
play it anyway. We're gonna be getting into caption a few. This one is top of carrying on.
Where you want.
Alexa's being
Use the
so
device
stupid. Oh
name
my
or
god, hold
combine
on.
here on Amazon Music.
Jeez.
Let's go. It's time to do it, shit, and drop out the kids. Holla at your pop this shit and straight away. Just want a hookah and a shot to get loose. And you better come on with it, she'll be sleeping by 2. I'll be outside tonight. Yeah, I'll be outside tonight. Oh, I'll be outside tonight. Yeah, I'll be outside tonight. It's hard to do it, shit, and drop out the kids.
Thanks, ma'am. Uh-oh.
And you better come on with it, she'll be sleeping by 2. Auntie hold her own, so she don't need money. She don't play games, so you know how she coming.
Unspoken, check our chat.
And Auntie tied her on, she need a rich nephew. Auntie in the mix, so she know all the tea. And she gon' go her while she wipe every tear. Auntie know her place, so she gon' start no shit. And Auntie like it slow, you can't beat up for shit. Auntie outside tonight. Yeah, Auntie outside tonight. Oh, Auntie outside tonight. Yeah, Auntie outside tonight.
She done dropped off some kids. Alexa, stop. And you better come on with it, she'll be drinking about 2. I don't want to play the whole song. Unspoken, Unspoken, what's going on? You're going to have to leave? Is everything okay?
Now connected to Alec's S24 Plus.
Micah. Unspoken. Hello. Can't hear you. She might just read it. She might have to leave. I hope everything's okay. So I want to play this song that UP just used in a recent video because it explains so much about, our well-being and our, and our health and the purpose of God. Hey, Thaddy. Unspoken. Hello. So I'm going to you might have to leave, y'all. So I hope not. Hope everything's all right.
Did you know if you go to this website?
Sorry, y'all, ads. Make the ads to go away.
God turned lessons, every loss confirmed. I walk heavy in Jesus' love. Pressure on my shoulders, but I'm standing firm. Every scar turned lessons, every loss confirmed. Devil thought he had me, I reversed the turn. Now the fire in my walk make the whole world burn. I done cried real tears in the midnight hour. Came out stronger, stepped in power. They see the glow, but they don't know that the weight came with authority flowered. I don't be fear no more. I don't knock on closed doors. If he sent me, I'm stepping bold in heaven, backing me for sure. I walk in Jesus' name. Jesus' name. They turn and break when I proclaim. Lord, dripping on my stride, favor walking by my side. When I step, demons divide. I walk heavy in Jesus' name.
I don't argue with the darkness, I expose it. I'm chosen.
You can't curse
what's love and covenant.
You can't touch what heaven has spoken. They wanted fear in
my chest.
God put faith in
my chest.
Every test made me dangerous. Now I'm walking heavy blood. There's oil on my life. Past purpose in my stride. The enemy tried, but I'm still alive. When I walk in the room, atmosphere shift. That's not pride. That's a gift. That's a gift. I walk heavy, I walk heavy. I walk heavy.
Chains breaking hard. We're about to start in a minute, Jamila.
Every step keep it making.
Yeah, we had another issue that we have more issues.
In Jesus' name. Jesus' name. In Jesus' name. Jesus' name. In Jesus' name.
I walk heavy in Jesus' name. Unspoken, is everything okay? Hopefully Unspoken just didn't leave me here on the computer. Yeah, I did be jamming. So welcome in, everybody. Let me look at the chat. I don't know, Spencer. Let me scroll up. Unspoken. I hope everything is okay. I hope you don't have to leave. Sorry, y'all. So many songs, so many issues, so many people coming in here and doing all kinds of stuff. So much talking. I apologize. I'm so sorry. What a crazy Monday, y'all. Everybody just... Let me look at the chat. First of all, on Sparkle, I saw that you tried to come up here when I first started to go live, and I'm sorry. If you want to come up later, you can if we end the show, but I just didn't. I didn't want any drama or anything because this is a positive live. We always try to make it a positive lives. And so you tried to come up here, but I had to drop you down because I didn't want any mess. And that's all you came into the chat. But the thing, come back up later, you can. Or well, I would like that. Sorry, but I just don't want any drama in here. Sorry, but you can back up later if you want. Hey, April. Hey, Bams. Hey. Let me scroll down. Hey, Jamila Boo. Hey, Spencer Boo. Hey, Jamil. Hey, Denise. What's going on, girl? Hey, Micah. Hey Micah, yeah, NTV Jams girl. Hey Micah. Hey Micah girl, what is going on? Hey Green Eyed. Hey Micah, I see you. Let's see, I see you all day. Let's see all the people. You have the people's door. Family held me hostage. So, Micah, yeah, make sure you thank y'all for coming through. Let's all support each other. Okay, Unspoken. I see you. We getting into CATFISH right now, So hey everybody in the chat. Yeah, I'll definitely play some good music. So hey everybody, hey Thaddy, what's going on? Hey everybody, welcome in. Yeah, we're gonna get started. Unspoken just told me to get started. I don't know if she has any thoughts or anything that she wants to add. So I don't know if she even watched this episode. I don't even know if she watched it or anything. But we're gonna get into it. So I mean, this episode was just this episode was crazy, and I think this episode was crazy. It was just full of a lot of like craziness and stuff. So yeah, it was full of a lot of that, and it was full of a lot of other stuff. Now, yeah, I know, Spencer. I wait to do it with her when she's up here. So if Unspoken can't talk right now, if Unspoken can't talk right now, if Unspoken can't talk right now, she doesn't have any thoughts, I'm just going to go ahead and get started. Let me see. Hold on a second. Let me see. So today we are reacting to NTV CATFISH, episode 8, episode 18. So I don't know if Unspoken has any details. I see Unspoken shared this out, and she put a cat and a fish on it for CATFISH, which I found to be very funny. It's CATFISH episode 18. So first, I just kind of want to see.
I'm still here, Alec. I just want you to know. I have something.
Okay, do you have any thoughts on this episode? Did you watch it?
No, I haven't had a chance to watch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna
I'm listening though. I'm paying attention. I'm just really, got some stuff going on. So.
Well, we're sending prayers for you. Y'all send some prayers, please.
It's not bad stuff. Just go ahead with the live, Alec, so we can go ahead. Come on. Come on. Okay. Come on, Alec, please.
Okay, girl, I'm coming. Y'all say prayers after that. Before I get started, I just want to say that today hasn't been very, very depressing. Today hasn't been very, very depressing for me. Oh, cat and a fish. We're gonna leave that on the screen. Today hasn't been very depressing. Today has not been a very depressing day for me. But I would say this evening before I came on live, it did happen. I'm gonna talk about this on YouTube because I don't care what anybody got to say about it. I don't care what anybody got to say. A couple minutes ago, I was on Facebook and I was scrolling, and I was just on Facebook and I was just looking at stuff, just searching about stuff and just looking at stuff, and I was just looking and I came across one of my other teachers' Facebook because I searched my other teacher. I searched her name and then I found the other teacher's page. So I went to her page, and I just found out, guys, that my teacher assistant's husband passed away, and it was very, very sad. Life is so short, y'all. Life is so short. Life is so short, y'all. He was 81 years old. I just saw that and I was like, oh my God. Like I just saw her a couple months ago and he was doing fine. And then when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, he's gone. That really upset me. That really made me cry. So I sent her a message telling her, hey, sending prayers your way. It's sad. Anyway, first I just want to see if I could upload the video, if I can upload this video into StreamYard. So yeah, thank you, Spencer. Y'all send out some prayers for that as well. And then let me just do this real quick while I'm on here because I don't remember doing this. Thank you, Bams. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all for that. Let me see what we can do. We can get everybody on up in here. Let me see. No, I'm just gonna do for now. I'm just gonna do this because I'm not gonna go through the hassle of doing that because that's just $2 merch. Prayers up. Thank you. Okay, hold on a second. Done. Where is my shit? I hated that change. I'm gonna have to fix that because. We're getting live for 1 hour because all y'all want me to play song and shit. All y'all drive me crazy. Oh, God. He was 81 bands. No, I want to do video file. Sorry. Did it not? Hold on. I need to delete this one. What is going on? Okay. Okay, here we go. Let's see if this will work. Okay, here we go.
We got Ryan. He matches with this cute girl, Micah. She snaps naked photos with the face.
Right. Face was it.
Wow. He sent nearly $500. Ryan is a trick. Whoa. I need to talk to you. It's about
What?
Oh, we got someone in the room. Who the hell are you?
Child. So anyway, let's get to it, y'all, because this episode was crazy. Y'all, I want to go turn this on Catfish because this Catfish was messy as hell. He was a fucking weirdo. He was very rude. Like, we're turning back to the Ashley Taylor days, okay? Because, child, ooh, So Nick and Cammy, they get an email from a girl named Whitney. Well, of course, before they do that, they talk. They do a little casual talk, and Cammy is mad because she has a flyer. She can't get it out. I hate it when that happens. Spencer. So they do that, and then they do that, and then eventually they talk about how it is to date somebody on the internet, because of course this episode was filmed when COVID was still going on. So anyway, they talk about that, and then they're like, okay, let's get down to the nitty gritty. Let's check our email. So they do that. So Neve and Cammy, did they get an email from a girl named? So Neve and Cammy, they do that. Then they check their email. So Neve and Cammy get an email from a girl named Whitney. Whitney says that she is reaching out on behalf of her friend Ryan, who's been talking to this girl named Micah for a very, very long time. He met her on Tinder, and they've been talking for a very, very long time. And Whitney says she's very concerned because she won't FaceTime. They've had like 2 phone calls, but they were very, very short. And they have never ever, guess what, y'all? They've never ever FaceTimed. And Neve and Cammy thought that they were FaceTiming until she found out that they weren't. And then she says every time Ryan tries to FaceTime her, the line just goes dead, and he doesn't get an answer or whatever. She is very crazy, and she says that Ryan is definitely a dater. He's definitely a good guy, and he's been talking to her for a while. And when he says, he even found her, and then after that, he even deleted his Tinder. So I'm like, he's really into this girl. We leaving her name the same because she does it that way. She keeps changing. So we're just gonna let it flow, y'all. So she said that, and she said that, and then she was like, can y'all? She was like, he's been talking to her for a while, and I just take something as fishy. But here comes the banger, this is going to happen in another episode that we're going to review, y'all. Whitney said that she also found out that Ryan's been sending this person money. You've never FaceTimed with this person. You guys have never seen each other, and you sent this person money. You don't even know if this is the person that you're talking to. Like, that's the thing that we Unspoken do not get is, why are these people sending you money? And you haven't met this person or you haven't even FaceTime. That's the thing we Unspoken don't get. And I'm pretty sure that Micah. See, the chat doesn't get it either. Me and Unspoken in the chat, we don't get it. Why are y'all sitting with him? Why y'all sitting with these doggone people? That's one thing me and her do not get. It's red flags. Y'all, I wish I had me some red fucking flags because, girl, maybe I could find some red flags and put them on the screen. That's just crazy, y'all. We need some red. We need some red flags for this one, y'all. We need some red flags. We gonna get some red flags. Hold on, we gonna put some red flags on the dog on the screen, okay? I need to put my just comment back up with the catfish. I need to put that back up here. So anyway. So she's just like, he's been talking to her for others, bam with the red flags. Come on now, girl. We need some red flags in the fucking chatty. You know what? Hold on. where is my emojis on this? Where's my emojis on this computer? I'm gonna turn my camera off and do it for my phone. So then she's like, they haven't talked, and he's been sending her money. He's been sending her gifts and money. And when he says that, that this is all that happened, and he deleted his Tinder. So I mean, like, crazy. Chains breaking, huh? So anyway, so then the email ends, and Whitney's like, I need y'all's help. Help. Sincerely, Whitney. And even him, you're like, what? This is a very, very crazy situation. There's something fishy about it. So they're like, well, let's go ahead and let's reach out to them, and let's go ahead and reach out. Let's go ahead and let's reach out to. Let's go ahead and let's reach out to Whitney and see what else she can tell us. Now, of course, they are from Detroit. They are from Detroit. Town up. Anyway, so they send her a message. She comes on the Zoom, and she comes on there. She's very beautiful, y'all. She's very beautiful. And she, comes out there, and she's like, and they're like, she comes on there, and they're like, hey, Whitney. But she's like, hey, yo. So then she's like, so then they ask her, how are things in Detroit these days? She's like, oh, Michigan in general, it's not the worst, I'm pretty sure that around that time it was, pretty crazy. I know some people might agree with me on that. I know Unspoken would, but I know around COVID it was pretty crazy because this episode was done when COVID was still happening because they were still on Zoom. So hold on, let me move this in here. Put these red flags in here. So anyway, they were like, So then they were like, well, tell us the story about Ryan and Micah, how they met. And she said, well, all right, I'll give you my side of the story. She says, well, I have this friend named Ryan. He's definitely a dater, and he's been talking to this cute girl named Micah. They've been talking for a while, and after a year, they still haven't FaceTimed. And now going back to Whitney's email, she says that they have not met up because of COVID. She keeps making the excuse of not COVID. Yeah, make sure y'all hit the bell and the thumbs up and subscribe. Where's my banner for that? I'll put that up there on the screen. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I need to make another banner because then I'll have to change the banners around. Which fish should I use? I'm just going to use the fish that Unspoken used. Chains breaking. Oh, heavy. And then I want to be able to drop it to the other channels in case people are over there and they want to be able to see it. Alec's doing great. Y'all make sure y'all said this live. Y'all said that this live stream. Let me see. I'm just gonna have to come in here and do it because, sorry, all this thing's gonna be dropped twice. So anyway, she's like, he's been talking to her for a while, and she says, they still haven't FaceTimed, and she's just very, very concerned, and well, that's not even right, and I'm putting it in the private chat because. Yeah, y'all still here? We only have 5 people in here. Hold on a minute. Okay, I'm back. So, she says... Okay, here we go. So, she says, that they have been just talking for a while, that they've been talking for a while, and she thinks she says that they have been talking. She says that they've been talking for a while, and she says that they've been talking for a while, but she says that there's something fishy about the situation because they haven't faced. She says after a month they still haven't FaceTimed, and she says that she's just very, very concerned about it, and so she says that she is just very, very concerned about it, about him, and she doesn't want him getting used or anything, and she just thinks that it's crazy that they haven't talked. So no, we have all we need. That's right, Micah. So anyway, so then they're like, well. So then he keeps talking to her. I can't remember. My brain is so foggy today. So she says, so Whitney says, she just thinks it's a very fishy situation, and she thinks it needs to be handled, but she needs to be handled the right way because she thinks that it needs to be handled the right way. She thinks that it needs to be handled the right way, and it's a crazy situation. So anyway, I now want to get down to when Ryan comes on because I think that's all I really, really remember. Oh, and Whitney also asked Whitney. So Micah supposedly lives in Detroit, right? She says she's like, yeah. So she's like, well, I haven't they met up, She says that she says that she keeps making the excuse about COVID. So yeah. Mika, yeah. Yeah, she didn't like the situation. So anyway, so he was like, well, why don't you text Ryan the link that I sent him and we can try to get him in here. She's like, yeah. Let me do that. So she texts him and she says, hey, bring your eyes in this Zoom. And after they read the email, let me go back to that. Cammy said, why would you send money to somebody that you haven't met before, that you haven't been in real life? Why? So anyway, they bring Ryan on, and he's like, he's like, oh my god, you did this. Okay, I guess okay. So he's like, well, they're like, hey Ryan, hey, we got the call that you needed help. Yeah, he says, yeah. Crowed for quite the loop. Anyway, so then Neve tells Ryan, he's like, well, Ryan, Whitney reached out to us on your behalf because she thinks that you need a little bit of help meeting this girl because some shit don't seem right. So he says, she gave us her side of the story. I figured you could give us your side of the story, like how the relationship started and everything. So then he was like, okay, well, I was on Tinder one day, and just swiping through people. He says Solar on there, liked her. I Instagram because it was in her bio. Then what they were messaging on Instagram, I think, and he got her phone number. Hi, John Frank. So then they were she says I think they were messaging on Instagram. So anyway, I think they were messaging on there. And he says, that he got the phone number that way. And they just started talking ever since. And he says that he didn't delete his Tinder because he was talking to her and he didn't think that he needed to do anything. That he needed to have it anymore. So then they were like, well, okay. She says that they started talking there. He says they started talking every day. And then he says that then he says, they started talking every day. And then they were like, okay, well, does she have, okay, well, does she, I think they asked him, well, the next thing that they asked him, well, does she have an Instagram or a Facebook? She says, no, I asked, and he said that he asked her that, he says that, she says that he asked her, he says that he asked her, but she said that she doesn't have Instagram or Facebook. That lie is debunked very, very shortly. That the real person had one. So then they were like, okay, thank you so much for listening, Patty. We love you. So I can't remember your name. I don't know if it's that or that. So somebody will have to remind me. So anyway. Hold on, what's this? Oh my god, it's a bullshit email. Anyway, so then they continue talking to Whitney and they continue talking to Ryan while they ask him, and then they're like no. Well, then he ask him, well, did she send you like pictures on Instagram? Did she send you snaps on Instagram? Did she ever send you like a snap? Did she ever send you a snap with like her picture and say, Ryan, hey Ryan, what's up, boo? Welcome back, Spencer. Did she ever send you those? And she's like, no, she really never sends me those. I just get other photos. I just get other photos. So yeah. So then Cammy asks, wait a minute, she sends you pictures? Cammy's like, what kind? And he's like, oh, she sends me pictures of herself, and then she sends me other pictures of herself. But the craziest thing is, the face was in there. So then they're like, So then they're like, So they're like, well, we've also heard. Well, they're like, She doesn't have FB. She has Snapchat. And I know they're gonna be scammers on Snapchat. She doesn't have Facebook. Anyway, we'll get to that soon. Mika. Okay, girl. Anyway, the craziest thing is that the person over there, the imposter, asked. So then he was like, well, we've heard that you have sent her some gifts or some funds or whatever. And then he's like, because I think when he told him that that Whitney said, I think in the email, Whitney said that Ryan has been giving her gifts and money. So anyway, so then he asked him, well, we heard that you've done that. He's like, yeah, I've sent her some money a couple of times. He said, yeah, I've sent her money. I've sent her money lots of times. He's like, wait a minute. And then they're like, wait a minute. Lots of times. Then they even came here like, wait a minute. Hold on a second, y'all. Sorry, y'all. I had to mute for a second because Mama came in here to give me my dinner, so I had to mute for a second, y'all. Sorry, but I'm back. So then you need to ask her, y'all. I got my camera off right now, y'all, because I'm gonna change it real quick. Hold on. Let's see. I'm gonna change it real quick. Just something. Yeah, I'm gonna change it real fast. Just something. Hold on. I'm gonna change it to this ocean wave picture. Because we're gonna have some colors in our world. So then they're like, well. Then they're like, then even came here like, okay, well, can you go through your cash app and like let us see your transactions? Oh, and then he's like, yeah, I've seen her money a couple of times, and like, wait, then even came here like, wait a minute, a couple of times. Okay, I'm getting back to before they went to the cash app. He's like, yeah, she went to me a few times saying, oh, I need money for this, I need money for my phone bill, I need money for this, I need money for shoes. Well, then they go through his cash app. Y'all, he has given her money about 5 times. Probably 6, probably more than that. They go through all the cash app. They go through all the cash app transactions. They go through every single one. Neve goes on his calculator and does a thing. Y'all gonna fall out of y'all's motherfucking chair when y'all hear this shit. Y'all, he has sent her at least $500. $500. He has sent her. He has sent this person at least $500. $5. $500. $5. Y'all, do you see? Hold on, I'm trying to get some red flags up in here, child. Come on, Google. What are you doing? You're giving me all the basics. Okay, we're just going to use this. Image file. Y'all, do you see these red flags? Do you see these red flags? There's so many red flags to this story. Do you see these red flags? Because there's so many red flags. There's so many red flags. So, they're like, there's so many red flags. You sent her about $500? What the hell? This person you ain't even FaceTimed with. Isn't that crazy? $100. The thing I was saying is, why do these people go chat with somebody and then they're like, oh my gosh, things isn't right, and their person would reach out to CATFISH, and then we learn that this person is sending money. How can you send somebody money that you have never met up with in real life, you've never seen before? How? What the hell? What the hell? What the fuck, man? Sending people money that you never met before. It's crazy to me, y'all. It is so crazy. And it's so hypocritical. It's so hypocritical. I think we can all agree on that. It's so hypocritical. It's so hypocritical, and it's completely wild. That's one thing that we got to agree with is these people are crazy for sending people money that you've never seen in real life before. So anyway, they're like, wow, that is crazy. Yeah, exactly, Micah. Exactly. Facts. Y'all type facts in the chat for me. Y'all type facts in the chat for Micah. Facts, Micah. Facts. There's so that facts. Facts, Micah. Exactly. How the hell can you exactly don't send anybody money? No, I'm not saying don't send you. I'm not saying don't send your coworker. No, I'm not saying don't send your coworkers. I'm not saying send. I'm not saying don't send people that you like money or that you know money. I'm not saying don't do that. But don't send people money that you don't know on TikTok. Don't send people money that you don't know on there. Don't go scroll across a video or a live and see this person's money go send it to them. You don't know who they are. Go do your research about them first. Go on Google. Go see if they have any charges or anything. Go do your research. And that's the thing. If you go online and you start messaging with somebody, ask them to FaceTime you or meet up with you, or for them to call you, or for them to text you a photo of themselves, or anything. And then if they send it, text you a photo, go search it. Then if you find out, oh my god, they're like, and then if you find out, oh my god, we can't find anything. I'm like, all right. But then ask them to FaceTime you. And then if not, I would have bought their ass. It's crazy, y'all. Sending people money that you don't even know. It's crazy. So anyway, they're like, what do you mean? Like, well, that's crazy. So anyway, then they're like, well, that's crazy. Well, then after that, I think he asked him. Can we see y'all's tape messages and y'all's combos? The convo is crazy. They talk about a lot. They get flirty. They talk about a lot of crazy stuff, y'all. They talk about a lot of crazy stuff. They talk about a lot of crazy stuff. And then eventually Ryan gets a picture of, what, her body. And then he's like, well, she snapped photos of herself with that. And then he's like, he takes photos of herself. She snapped photos. You got photos of her with her face in them while she's, showing you this or whatever. He's like, yeah. So I'm like, you got photos of her of her body with her face in it. I mean, I'm like, oh, that's pretty crazy. Anyway, so then they look at their conversations and they start to get they get 40. They get kind of like crazy. They get kind of like sexual and everything. So they're like, you guys are kind of like that, okay? So then they're like, well, can you put on a scale of 1 to 10 if you love Micah or like how you are with her? He's like, I am pretty much in love with her. Yeah, exactly, April. I'm pretty much in love with her. And then he says that he loves her, and he puts it on a scale of, he puts it on a hard 9 that he loves Micah and he wants to be with her. He's like, well, then he's like, well, if you meet up with her and she wants to be friends, and you don't, and the relationship doesn't go anywhere, and it goes crazy like, and it goes crazy. Like how would that feel? You were like, oh my god, this was just fun, and just like forget it, because she was like, oh my god, this was just fun, and I don't really like you or anything. He's like, well, I mean, I would be pretty disappointed, but I would still like to maintain something. Then like, okay, well, send us all the information that you have on her. Send us everything, and we'll get back to you, and we'll figure out what's going on here. We'll do some research. Send us some info that you think we can research. Then they're like, okay. And he's like, well, we can find out. That means we can find out this mystery of Micah and get this case closed. They're like, okay. So then they finish talk. Then they're like, okay. So then he's like, okay. Then they talk. They said, and then they talk to Whitney. Like, then Neve says to Whitney, thank you so much for running into us. You're doing the right thing, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Well, they get off the Zoom, and Neve and Cammy are like, and Neve was like, and then Neve asks Cammy, what do you think? She's like, I love Ryan. She's such an optimistic guy, but like, it's just so fishy. Well, then he's like, so fishy. Like, wait, what? Like, is this her? Like, what's going on? He's like, well, if it is her, that raises situations of like, does she have a boyfriend? Does she have somebody else? But if it's not her, then it's like, is there something fishy going on? Like, we don't know. Then Eve says, well, then they end the break. Then Eve says, either way, Ryan's getting paid hard. They display pictures of Mike, and they do like the little scruffy thing. Then they do like the little break thing. Then they do like the little. Then they do like the little give the thing, or they just do like the thing like where like the pictures like go downward, and they just like, and the pictures just disappear. So then they take a commercial break, and they come back. It's hard to believe people can be so slow. Yeah, it is. So they're like, okay. So then they're like, okay. So eventually, so they take a commercial break, because I'm watching this on Hulu and I have ads, and then they take a commercial break. The ads come out, and then the ads come out, and then they come back. Then they show the city. How did she get caught? Micah, we're gonna get to that. So anyway, they come back. Even Cammy, as always, they come back, and then they come back, and they come back, and they come back, and they show, let's just see the place where Neve is at right now, and then they show where Neve and Cammy's at. They show what's going on there with the COVID and everything, and then they are like, well, let's start this investigation, because I'm very serious about this. Let's do a quick recap. So then we come to Neve and Cammy. So then Neve is like, okay, let's do an investigation, because I'm very excited to do this. Let's do like a quick. So then after they show okay, maybe just start all over. So they come back from the break. They come back. They show where where Neve is at. They show what's going on with COVID and everything. So Neve says, well, let's get started with this investigation, because I'm very, very serious. Ryan, he's how old was Ryan? I forget. I think he was either 52 or 53. Honey, I gotta double check this shit. Yeah, that's crazy. It is crazy, Trinity. So I think Ryan was either 53 or 52, and he's been talking to this crazy Micah who lives in Detroit. So then he became like, let's do our investigation. Let's see what we can see what we can find. The email. So perfect. The description of the email. Micah has all her information. Has all her information. Micah, her full name, I guess, 21 years old. Snapchat name, Snapchat name, phone number, Cash App, and then all the pictures. And then they look at one of the pictures, and they look at one of the pictures, and it's a picture of her with a mask. They're like, and it's a picture of her with a mask. They're like, okay, well, I guess this is recent. So they're like, okay, well, let's search these pictures and see what. Let's search these pictures and see what we can find. They search all the pictures. No hits on any of them. So they're like, well, it doesn't look like that she is like some famous model or some influencer. Going back to the conversation that Ryan had with. That Kimmy had with Ryan when we were on the Zoom. He was like, well, I think it's pretty crazy that you've gotten photos of her, you know, and then he was like, well, I think it's obvious that she would think that this is the real Micah. She's sending you photos with her face in them. She's sending you intimate photos with her face in them. I mean, you would. Then then Cammy says, could be OnlyFans, opportunity employer. She's like, yeah, she could be selling her nudes online. He's like, I don't think everyone was out here doing that. Believe me, there's people that are, honey. Okay. No, there's people that are. And he was like, then Ryan's like, I don't think every woman is out here doing that. Then Ryan says, oh yeah, then Ryan says, Whitney says, then Whitney says that's, and then Whitney says, yeah, you could be right, Carrie. Then Whitney says, yeah, Carrie. Then Whitney says, yeah, Carrie. Then Eve says, then Whitney says, what did she say? Then Whitney says, yeah. And then he says, yeah, right, Carrie. Yeah, she says, yeah, right, Carrie. She could be. Because that would explain how she would be able to send all. Then when he says, oh yeah, you're right. You could be right, Cammy. That could be how she's sending you pictures. That could be how she's sending you nude pictures with her face in them. She's got them on the phone. She got them on there. Back to the investigation that even Cammy did. And even Cammy were doing that. I just talked about and skipped to it another part of the episode. Neve and Cammy, they get no hits on the pictures. Well then Neve and Cammy are like. Then Cammy says, well then after they don't get any hits on the pictures, Neve was like, well, there's no hits on the pictures that looks like that there's no hits. Cammy. Neve says, well, there's no hit on the pictures. Doesn't look like that she's some famous model or something. Or whatever. This is when things get interesting, okay? Takemi says, well, only fans. Neva's like, yeah. Well, Neva's like, yeah. So Micah, so Neva says, yeah. If Micah is getting this content from someone that has an OnlyFans account, or Ryan is talking to somebody who has access to the OnlyFans account, or is subscribed to their OnlyFans account. That could explain how Ryan is getting into their faces. So they're like, well, no, he's on there. So they're like, well, then they're like, okay, well, the Neve says, okay. The Neve says again, no, he's on the pictures. Let's order our phone number. Oh, Neve says, so the image search isn't happening. Let's do a search for her phone number. He's like, oh, Kami's like this. Oh God. They search the phone number. It comes back to a person named Cassandra Reed. She lives in Detroit. Didn't even Cami look down, and there's a social profile connected to this. Then Cami looks down and she's like, "Oh, there's a social profile connected." So then even Cami looks. So then Cami looks down and she says, "Oh, there's a social profile connected to this phone number because you guys know if you guys know if you search a phone number like on a site that you have to pay for, like been verified or like another like as Pokio and another site, social media profiles will come up, and we saw that in the last episode that we did. And I'm sorry that after the Johnny Gishy episode, I didn't like move on to the next one. I didn't go down. There's just some episodes that I don't want to do because they're full of craziness and they're full of bullcrap. And I would go off like crazy, and y'all don't want me doing this, and I don't want to do that. So anyway, so they go to the Facebook page for this guy named Cassandra Reed. They go to the picture. So then Cami looks down when they search the Cassandra Reed phone. So anyway, going back to the investigation for this episode that even Cami did. They do the episode. They do the investigation. They did the investigation that they did. So then they searched like I said, they searched the pictures that they came back. Nothing came back on the pictures at all. So then he says, okay, the image search isn't happening, so let's do a search for her phone number. They searched the phone number. It came back to a person named Cassandra Reed in Detroit. Then Cami looks down and she says, "Oh, there's a search profile connected to this because I did like I just said if you search a phone number on a paid site, it will show social media awesome, which we just saw in the last episode." The Neve says, "Hello, let's go to this Facebook." They go to the Facebook page. Damn it, I should have got pictures of the Facebook page, but they go to the Facebook page. There's a picture of Cassandra Reed, beautiful girl, beautiful person. They start scrolling through the post. This is when things get interesting. There's one post that says, "I think me and him got a thing," and she's got those emojis, and then she's like, the Neve became like, "Could she be talking about?" Then Neve says, "Well, could she be talking about Ryan?" Then Kim says, "I don't know. This girl is kind of fishy to me." Child, they keep scrolling through the Facebook. They find another post by the Cassandra Reed Facebook page, and at the bottom of one of the posts, there's a post. So they keep scrolling through Cassandra Reed's Facebook page. They see a post that she made 6 days ago. And there's a comment from a girl named Brianna, and it says, "Can I talk to you? It's about Micah." What? Because y'all saw that in the video that I played. They go to the Facebook page. There's a cover photo. The cover photo looks like Micah. They're like that. They're like, that's her, Micah, and the cover photo. I think that's what Cammy was trying to say. She's like, They're like, She knows something. Cammy is like, okay, I'm gonna message her. Neve is like, okay, I'm gonna message her. Neve messages her. Says, hey, Neve messages her. The message just says, hey, hey, Brianna, this is Neve from CATFISH. I am reaching out to you because I wanted to ask you a couple of questions about the episode we're doing right now. Please give me a call. Boom. The message was sent. Then they're like, okay. Then Neve was like, okay, let's go search the Snapchat and see what's on there. The Snapchat's very weird. There's a picture of a person. The picture does not look like Micah at all. The name is Cam and the name is WKAM. Neve's like, Neve's like, This does not look like Micah. No. And then the name is Cam. Cammy says, it's not me, by the way. So then Cammy looks at it, she's like, it says Cam, and it was WKM. She's like, that's weird. She's like, then Cammy says, it's not me, by the way. So like, wait a minute. How is this? This is weird. How is the name Cam and the name is WKM? He's like, he's like, you know what? Neve says, I'm gonna respond to this email and ask Brian if it's the same one. Then Neve get the text messages. Then Neve gets the text message from Brianna. Brianna says, hey, Neve, yes, let's talk. Then they get a reply back from Ryan, and Ryan replies back and says, yes, that's the one. So then they're like, okay. So they asked Brianna, can she come on as soon before Ryan sent the reply to the email. Child, y'all are not gonna believe this. So they get Brianna on there. Brianna comes up. She's like, hi. And we're like, hi, Brianna. She's very, very beautiful. She's sitting in a nice normal setting. I think she's sitting in her bed or she's sitting on a couch. She's very beautiful. So Neve was like, let me explain why I messaged you. She's like, okay. She's like, okay. She's like, okay. Neve is like, okay, hold on a minute. Neve is like, she's like, okay. He says, well. He was like, well, so then he's like, so then he says, let me explain why I messaged you. She says, okay. Neve says, we're filming an episode right now, trying to help a guy who's in Detroit. who thinks he's talking to this girl named Micah. And we ran her phone number. It came back to a different person named Cassandra Reed. We found her Facebook, which was associated with the phone number. We went to her Facebook. We looked through her post, and we saw a post that she had made, and we saw a comment from you saying, "Can we talk? This is about Micah." So what the hell is going on? She says, "Okay, I have known Micah for a very long time. I've known her since school." They're like, "Oh, really?" She says, "Yeah." She says that a long time ago, she says that Micah told her about this girl that pretended to be her. And then he says, how did Micah know about the Cassandra Reed to begin with? She says, "I don't even know." But she says, well, I took it upon myself. She says that Micah told her the name Cassandra Reed. So she took it on herself. She was like, "Okay, fine. You want some my friend? I'm gonna go on your page and write you a comment." She says, "Well, I took it upon myself. I went on Facebook and searched for Cassandra Reed from Detroit. Search for Cassandra Reed from Detroit. Search for Cassandra Reed named Detroit. And I went to her page and I made the comments. I mean, you can see me. I made the comments." And she says, "I made the comments." And they're like, "Oh, okay." They're like, "Oh, okay." So like, okay. They're like, okay. Well, that clears some things up. And then Cammy asked her. Then he was like, "Okay, well, I'm assuming Cassandra never reached out to you." She was like, "No, she never did." Then he was like, Cammy's like, "Okay, well, does she have like a following? Does she have like social media? Does she have like a?" Then Cammy asked her, "Okay, does she have like a following? Does she have like a lot of followers?" She's like, "Yeah, she does have like a following. She does do the OnlyFans." Boom. Cammy says, "I told you, Neve." Cammy says, "The guy that we're working with, Ryan, he has nudes from Micah with her face in them." So then Cammy's like, the only possible way that we thought that guy could happen was because she had OnlyFans. She's like, "Yeah, she has OnlyFans." They're like, "Oh my god." So then they're like, "Well, we would, well, for all peace of mind, we would love to talk to the real Micah about this." She's like, he's like, "Yeah." She's like, "Yeah, of course." She's like, "Can you text?" Can you text her? And she's like, "Yes, I sure can." Then Rihanna's like, I just sent you Micah's number and her Instagram. So they pulled up to the name, so they went to the message on his computer because he has an iPhone, and on your Mac and on his MacBook computer he can see all the messages. So he went to the message. He went to Micah's Instagram page, scrolled through all of her photos, and all the photos that were on her page had been sent to Ryan. So then Ryan says, then Neve asked Rihanna, Did you ask Rihanna? Did you text her? She's like, he's like, "Yes, I did." She's like, "Yes." She says, "Yes, I did text her." He's like, "Okay, thank you." Well, that you basically closed the case for us. I mean, this is exactly what we needed. And then Rihanna was like, "Of course, just get this Cassandra girl out of here." He's like, "No problem." She's like, "She gotta go." And he was like, "We came here like we are on it. Thank you so much." She's like, "Yes, get this Cassandra girl out of here." So basically, there's this person online named Cassandra Reed pretending to be Micah, catfishing dudes with her pictures. Turns out it wasn't a woman. Y'all are gonna have to get that for yourself because I'm not gonna spill the tea yet. So then they do a commercial break, and then they're like, "Well, that basically just said it's all a bunch of information." Now we have Micah's Instagram, we have her stuff. So we need to get rid of we need to get rid of this person because this imposter could be playing Ryan and who knows who else. So they do a commercial break. They come back. Well, the ads come and then they come back. Child, they're like, well, he says, well, we basically have everything we need. We have Micah's, we have the girl's Instagram, we have her phone number. And there's a control with this changer page. Then Cammy says, "Okay, Cammy, you ready to break the news?" So then, like she's like, then she's like, yeah. Then she says, yeah. And then he's like, then she says, he's an optimistic guy. I feel bad. And I feel bad. So then they bring Ryan on and like, okay, well, they bring Ryan on and they say hello. So like they all say hello, and then he says hello. She says hi. We have a lot to talk about because yesterday was a busy day. Yesterday was a crazy day. So he's like, okay, let's get into it. Okay, Bams, I see you on your other page. So then she says, okay. Then she says, okay. Then he says, okay. So then they search his screen. He's like, okay. We searched all her pictures and nothing came back. We ran her phone number. It came back to her birth name, Cassandra Reed. And Eve asked Ryan, does the recognize that name? He's like, no, it doesn't ring any bells. Then they're like, well, as we scroll down, we saw a social media profile of this person. We clicked on the profile. It's a Facebook account. It's a Facebook account. It's a Facebook account. Then they show the picture of the girl on the Facebook. They're like, does she look familiar? No, he's like, no. We started going through her post, and when we went to one of her posts, and we went to the comments, we saw this. A comment from Rihanna saying, we need to talk this about Micah. Weird, right? Weird. And then Ryan says, yeah, right. So then they're like, well, we messaged Rihanna before we sent you that email, before you realized us. We reached out to her. We got her on Zoom, and Neve was like, I need to take a break for a second. Alec, can we talk? Neve says, Cammy says, okay, Ryan. So we talked to Rihanna. Rihanna says that a couple months ago, Rihanna says that Micah and her are friends. They've been friends since school. Cammy says, Ryan, a couple weeks ago, or a month, I don't know. I think it was a couple weeks ago, or some time ago. Anyway, so she says, I think she says a couple weeks ago, Micah told Rihanna about this Cassandra girl that pretended to be Micah. And and then Rihanna commenting on this kind of Cassandra Reed's thing, which we saw. So Rihanna heard about it. She went on Facebook. She found Cassandra's page, and then she commented on Cassandra's page, which she found that she commented on Cassandra Reed's wall, which we just saw, and then Neve says, then Cammy says, so then Ryan sits there and he's like, oh my god. So then Neve says, so Brianna found out a couple weeks ago. Brianna found out that so a couple months ago, Brianna found out that this Cassandra Reed girl has been doing this stuff and has been pretending to be Micah. Well, no, Nancy Kimmy says, I think this Cassandra Reed girl has been using my pictures. And then Neve says, Micah found out. So, what did Neve say? Neve said Brianna told her about this Cassandra Regal that was her, and there has been this Cassandra person who's been pretending to be Micah. And then Neve says Kimmy says there's an added piece. Micah has an OnlyFans account. And Ryan is there, he's like, oh my god, that's so crazy. Why would you do that? They're sitting there and they're like this. And then poof, someone comes into the Zoom. It's the real girl Micah. They're all like, hey Micah. She's like, hey. So Kimmy says, I'm considering Brianna gave you the letters. She's like, yeah. She sent me the Zoom link. So like, well, we are very, very, like, they're like, I'll say, well, we are very confused. So then Eve says, do you kind of know what's been going on? No, she says, yeah. She says, yeah. There's this person that's been pretending to be using my pictures and stuff. And, that's pretending to be my pictures and stuff. It's pretended to use my pictures and stuff. She's been doing it this person's been doing it for a while, she says. And then she went on Instagram and she says, I went on Instagram and told them, please don't add them, block me, add them. If they try to add you, it's not me. And, she says, are you familiar with OnlyFans? She's like, yeah, that's what you do. So then she gets a Snapchat because Micah has a real Snapchat. The other Snapchat is fake. So Micah gets a screenshot of gets a message on Snap from a guy, and she gets a screenshot of him and the alleged catfish change by force. She searched the phone number, and as it came up for Neve and Cammy, she says it came up as Cassandra Reed was her. She says, I think Reed was her last name. They were all. Neve shook her head. Neve shook his head. It was like yes. Neve shaked his head. And Neve shaked his head and said yes. We only got TV watching. Jesus. Yeah, Michelle, come on in here. Everybody must be somewhere else. I don't know what's going on. What's going on? I'm missing. Anyway, now there's three again. So what else did Micah say? So then Micah says. So then Micah says that, and she's like, "Oh my god, this is ridiculous." And she even tried to reach out to the phone number just to tell them, "Hey, can you stop doing this? This is ridiculous." Then she says, "I tried to reach out to that." She says, "I tried to reach out to the Snapchat to get them to like stop this. Like, what are you doing?" She even tried to report it, and so yeah, and that didn't work at all. So then Kimmy says, "Is that?" So then Neve says, "Is that Instagram still up? The Cam WI Cam Snapchat?" She says, "Yeah." Well, then the Kimmy is like, well, then Neve's like, "Well, why don't we reach out to that Cam Snapchat to let them think about it and get back to us?" So then before they message the person, hey Joy, before they message the person, before they message the person, Cammy says, would you be down to go with us tomorrow with this person? She's like, yeah. She says, yeah. Yeah, because this person is flinging you into a really good situation, because what if Ryan would have run into you at fucking Walgreens and would have came to you and it does her shit to you, because he would have said, hey, I sent you money, you ain't pay me back. Like, what the hell? You ain't paying me back. Like, what the hell? So, so then Eve is like, Kiwi said this person is putting you at a good risk. They're putting you at a dangerous risk for that. They're putting you at a dangerous risk because of that. Then Kiwi says, don't tag it while you're there. If you're there, don't tag it while you're like don't do that. And Micah's like, yeah, thank you. I didn't even think about that. So then Cammy says, well, I don't reach out. So then Cammy says, why don't we reach out to that can Snapchat to let them think about it. So they reach out to the sends a message to her. She's like, he like, hey, this is a deep from CATFISH. Well, I want to talk to you because of things up. So then she sends it. And they're like, well, I guess we'll hear from them tomorrow. We'll catch up with you guys tomorrow, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. And we'll check and see if we got anything tomorrow. And we'll check that. And then Micah's like, hey, we'll see you guys tomorrow. And then Ryan says, Ryan, be careful. You might still getting some more messages from her. Ryan is like, yeah, I'm heated. And then I think Cammy asked her at some point, oh, would you not have this girl with the person? She says, yeah, I would love to. Because I want to figure out who it is. So they all in the call with them, and they're like, well, that was pretty interesting. We have got to figure out who this is. We gotta stop. We gotta stop. We gotta figure out who this is. We gotta stop this. And Cammy says, yeah, we have to. Cammy says, hopefully we get this person to stop. Find the browser using it. We can stop this whole motherfucking bullshit from happening. So then we take a break with the ads on Hulu. We come back, and it's the next day. Steve gets on Zoom with Cammy. Powers up his computer. He checks he checks the phone for work that he has, that he uses it. Nothing on the phone. So they're like, well, let's bring Ryan in. See if we can get him in here. They bring Ryan in. Ryan has heard shit from the fake Micah. So then they send Micah a text message. Then they send Micah a text message. Then they send Micah a text message. Then they send Micah a text message on the phone. And well, then he's like, well, I guess if that don't work, we can message. Cammy says, okay, I'm gonna drop that same message. Then Eve says, okay, I'm gonna drop that same message that I just sent. And she was found that message, but if this doesn't work, so there's something in their private chat. Okay, Unspoken, no problem. I got this. Yeah, I know I do. So and I think it's very, very right. I'm gonna take a break here in a second. He says, what? So then Cammy says, if that doesn't work, we can message Cassandra at the Facebook page and drop the bomb. But then he's like, whoa, wait a second. He gets a message on the phone. It's from this Snapchat person. She's like, oh, she opened the message. You see her head begin, and then her head went away. And he says, I'm going to send them another message. Just so you know, we FaceTime and chat with the real Micah. So we know that's not you. And then earlier, before they came back, you know, to do them, and then earlier when they messaged the Kim Snapchat when they were on the Zoom with Micah, he says, "You're busted, bitch." They said this, and then anyway, so and then he said, and then he sends that to them, and then she replies back and says, "I'm saying a he because we all thought it was a she." So then she replies back and she says, "Okay, I'll do this, but they say okay, I'll do this, but I don't want it to do with old girl." What? They're like, wait a minute, that's not fair because we need Micah. We need Micah in here. And he was like, well, how can we leave her in here? He's like, oh, she can turn her camera off so that way they can't see her, but she can still be in here when we can have a chat thread going. We can have like a chat thread going. Yeah. And then he's like, okay, let me send in a Zoom link. And then she's like, oh, before we do that, we got to get Micah in here. Oh, that's right. So they message Micah. They get her in there. They get her in there, and she comes on and they're like, hey. She says hi. She's like, Neve says, okay. We message the Snapchat that Micah's been talking to Micah on. They messaged us back. They messaged us back. And said, I don't want to, she said, they say, okay, I'll do this, but I want to do with old girl. She's like, Micah says, oh, she got an attitude. Then Neve says, we can, what we're going to do is we're going to have you turn your camera off and let you have in the back. I'll have a chat thread going with you and Cammy and me, and we can all chat in there. And then we can have a code name. Kiwi's like, the code name can be pineapple. The code name could be pineapple. There could be pineapple. You can turn your camera off and mute, and you can be in the back while this person comes on. And then whenever you're ready, you can turn your sound on in your camera and put the code name in the message in our chat thread and say, boom, bitch, hello. So then they're like, okay. So then they're like, okay. And then she says, okay, I can do that. So then like, okay, well, do you think she got turned off now? She's like, he says, yeah. Because I'm about to send it to her right now, okay? So he sends the person the Zoom link, and he put a little thingy on it, right? He put a little pencil emoji. So then, boop, we're waiting. So then they're waiting. I'm waiting. We're all waiting on this live. We're all waiting. Child. The person comes on this, so then they're like, wait a minute. We got someone in the Zoom. Who in the world are you? So then they're like, wait a minute. We got someone in the Zoom. Then he says, who the hell are you? They come on, and the voice sounds like a female. They come on, and yo, The first thing comes on the screen, and yo. And by the way, Micah and Ryan have talked before. Micah and Ryan have met on the show before this happened. They talked, and he talked to Mike about the money that Ryan sent him, and she laughed about that. So anyway, going back to meeting this crazy person. He or she, right? He sends them the Zoom link. He put a little on the button. Child, the person comes on the Zoom, and they say hi, and I'm like, wait a minute, is that a voice? Is that a guy voice? Child, the person comes on the Zoom, they turn on their camera. Yo, it's a guy. It's a guy named Tony. Child, it's a guy named fucking Tony. And he's been talking to guys using Micah's pictures and her nudes from OnlyFans. He's been chatting. Oh my god. This guy named Tony, he's been going on Tinder and dating sites, pretending to be Micah to get guys to talk to him, and he's been sending them pictures of Micah from her Instagram. And he's been subscribed to Micah's OnlyFans account, and he has been talking to guys, and he's been getting Micah's news from her OnlyFans and sending them to guys. Child, people are crazy, y'all. Child, people are crazy. And he asked these people for money. So, if anyone's minimized by the situation, please reach out to me. Please reach out to me. Please reach out to me. And I think something that me and Unspoken. I think something that me and Unspoken should start doing is we should start if anybody has any questions about the Catfish show, if anybody wants us to review any other shows, if anybody wants us to it was a man. He was literally doing that. So if anybody wants us to do any do any other shows, if anybody has any questions about the Catfish show, if anybody from this episode would like to come on, if Ryan and Micah want to come on, if anybody who has been catfished, you want to reach out to me, and if you want to come on our channel and you want to talk about it, you can reach out to us. Yeah, I think me and Unspoken start doing that. I think we should start doing that. So if anyone has anything you want to send us, yeah, I'm going to do that. Let me do that right now. I'm going to read the email address, y'all. I have so many email addresses, y'all. It's crazy. So I think the email address will be Unspoken Alec. I got it or something. I'm doing right now. But yeah, Micah. That's a lot of money. Yeah, I think we're gonna start doing that. Unspoken, let me know if that's okay with you, girl, because I would love to do that. Let me know if that's okay. So anyway, hold on. Where's my comments? Oh my god, y'all going crazy up in this chat. Let me know if that's okay with you, Unspoken. If I can create us a catfish email, so you can reach out to us about stuff about this show, because anybody wants to come on. Let me know if that's okay with you, sis. Because I want to do that. Before we got this live. So anyway, the guy said that he had doing that. So y'all, I'm gonna give y'all a refresher. Y'all, oh my god, this is just crazy. A guy, hold on. So I'm going to give y'all a quick refresher. Hold on, let me go get the second picture. Child, this is just crazy. So anyway, if y'all refresh your heart, I gotta find these pictures. I need to better this shit. I'm trying to get this episode, y'all, because there's so much packed into it. I'm just gonna do this. Give me 1 minute. Oh, didn't mean to open you. I'll try to open this. Child, let me tell y'all. Oh, child. Come on, computer. What are you doing? Touch me all over. So Thandy, the guy Ryan sent this person Tony that is pretended to be Micah. He sent this person $500. Yep. I'm gonna have to. That's unspoken something when we get off of here because I want to really do that. Hold on. I gotta go into my files to grab this picture of this guy because he is so fucking. He's such a disrespectful ass dude. What a disrespectful person you are. Touch me all over, baby. Save. Okay. Save. There was. Okay. Well, I don't know why that's happening. My computer's been acting up the last couple of days. So yeah, just to give y'all a refresher. This is the person that Ryan thought he was talking to, right? Well, turns out in reality, Ryan was talking to. Hold on. Ryan was talking to this POS right here named Ryan. Oh no, Micah. No. Oh, they broke your flower pot. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Yeah, that is crazy, Fanny. So he was talking to this POS guy named Ryan. So Ryan just basically says that he has been doing this for a while, actually. He's been doing this to a lot of people. Hold on, maybe fix me Unspoken's name so y'all can see him better. That's not gonna work. Hold on. I want to leave it right there. So he says that he's been doing this for a while. He was a subscriber to Micah's OnlyFans. He's been talking to guys, creating fake profiles of Micah. You know, just sitting guys' pupils. So he says that he's been doing it for a while. He was a subscriber to Micah's OnlyFans. So he's been doing that for a while. He's been cabbaging people for a while, and he's been doing it for a while. He says, it's a harmless scam. It's a harmless scam when you're the person that's been doing it. And then he was getting very difficult with Cammy, calling her names, calling her a bitch, just being rude as hell, talking about, these women are so crazy. They're just so crazy. They're putting their business out here. They're like, they're such hoes. And they're such bitches. And I'm like, and Cammy says, that is the most disgusting thing I've ever heard in my life. And I'm like, yeah, it is, Cammy. That's pretty disgusting to say about somebody. Talk about a woman's pussy in her body. Like, you're disrespectful. You're very disrespectful. Sorry, I'm trying to work in the barber shop. So anyway. Yeah. Anyway. So anyway, he says that he's been doing that for a while. He found Micah's pictures and he decided to use them, and he's been doing it for a while. And he says that he's been doing this to Ryan for a while. He says, it's a harmless scam. And they're like, how is it a harmless scam? I'll put this visit on banner. I need to put this up here because, yeah. What was I doing? Okay, I was in here. Unspoken, check the proper chat, please. Thank you, sis. So, he says that he's been doing this for a while to people. He's been doing it for a while, and he just came across Micah's page, and he decided to use them. He just decided to use her pictures. He's been doing it for a while. He says, women shouldn't be putting their business, but they shouldn't be putting their business out there. He was just very, very rude and disrespectful to people. He wouldn't let Cammy talk. He kept saying, this lady right here, man, is pissing me off. And I'm gonna say this right now. Cammy is my bitch. That's my girl. Cammy is going to give it to you. No taser. She don't call your motherfucking ass out. She don't care, okay? Because you people on here, y'all shouldn't be doing this shit to people. It's very disrespectful that y'all doing this shit. It's very disrespectful. It's harmful. It's terrible. Well, it's not really harmful, but it puts Micah at risk. And this dude right here didn't care about that. He cared about people. And he didn't care about anybody. He didn't care about Micah at all. He just been using computers for gain. Like when this happened, I was like, oh my god, it's a guy. It's not a woman. It's a guy doing this shit. Like he says, oh my god, it's a harmless scam. It's something harmless. It's a harmless scam. It's terrible. It's a harmless scam. Well, we started putting their bite there, and then Cammy started talking to him, and Cammy started going off, and he was like, what if Ryan ran into Micah, and he went after her or something, and he started doing it. He started to her because of all the money. Like, what if that happened? Like, don't you have any sympathy for anybody with this shit? He's like, no, I don't have any sympathy for anybody. He was just very, very rude and very disrespectful. And meanwhile, Mike is in the text thread. She's like, oh my god, this dude is so crazy. It's a harmless scam. And he says, oh my god, guys shouldn't be out here dating women. They shouldn't be out here doing this stuff. They should be out here doing real life. They shouldn't be doing any of that shit. Huh. Like, what the hell? Bullshit, y'all. Bullshit. Bullshit, y'all. Fucking bullshit. Anyway, he just continues to just sit on there and just be rude. He needs to be rude to everybody. He just continues to be rude. He just continues to be rude to everybody on the panel. He says, I'm going to send you that cash. I'm going to send you your money back. I'm going to send you the cash. I'm going to send you right back. And then he says, I had a girl answer one time because Ryan asked him, how was that girl? You had a girl answer the phone? And he says that he's been splitting all the money with the girls. He's been giving the money to them. So all this money was for all the girls that you were doing these phone calls for. Child. He was just on there being very disrespectful to these women. He was on there being disrespectful. Then he even came in like, well, have you been doing this to other women? Have you using the pictures? Like, yeah, I've been using other pictures. You seem to be doing this to other women? And Micah didn't know who the fuck he was. Just a very, very disrespectful guy. Didn't care about anybody. Just was rude as hell. Rude as hell to everybody. Unspoken. Read the private chat, please. I have a question for you. Please read the private chat. I have a question for you about CATFISH. Can you read the private chat, please? And thank you. So, I just. So, yeah, I mean, he was just very disrespectful, and Cammy kept trying to talk to him, and he just kept being disrespectful to her, and he was like, you're putting Micah ever so much. He's like, I don't care about that. And then he's like, and then she's like, well, what if your daughter what if this happened to your daughter? They took advantage of her. Would you be embarrassed? He's like, I don't have any kids. And she's like, well, if you did, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't want that happening to them. So, anyway, and the reason I'm asking about this thing Unspoken is because I want to be able to create an intro that's better than mine. Something better. So, I don't know. So he was just being very helpful to everybody, and so then eventually Micah's like, you know what, that's it, I've had enough. So Micah's like, that's it, I've had enough. This CATFISH made me so mad, y'all. I really wanted to go through the TV and smack this motherfucker because he was being so rude to motherfuckers. He was being so fucking rude. He was being so rude. He was like, oh, he was like, he kept being different with the king. He was like, oh my God, this lady right here pisses me off. He's like, I do not mind at all. And he's like, I just think she's trying to talk to you and stuff. And then he says, that's because she's a motherfucking female. I'm like, oh my God. Then Neve says, hey, why don't think I isn't helping anything? He's like, I can't, man. Micah writes in the text thread. She's like, okay, fine, that's it. I'm coming up. Puts the allergies. Bam! Micah comes on, turns her camera and onto her mic. And everybody's like, hey, Micah. He's like, oh, y'all tricked me. They go on a commercial break. They come back and Micah talks to Claudia about he's like, you're pretty fucked up doing this shit with all of us. You're sitting here being rude to Cammy, won't let her get a word in edgewise. You're being very rude to her, and it's not right. It's not right. It's not right. So anyway, the guy was just very, very rude to people, and eventually, Ryan gets off, and then eventually, they're like, well, Ryan, we're ready to let you go. You can leave now. You're full of shit. You're very disrespectful. You can go ahead and leave now. And Ryan said, no, I don't got nothing to say. Micah's like, no, but I don't got nothing to say. Because you asked him if they have anything to say. He's like, I just hope that you send me that money back, and if you don't, that's fine. Child, he gets off and Cammy's like, that person, he was like, that person has zero respect for women. Zero fucking respect for motherfucking women. Y'all want to hear how he sounds? Hold on, I'll let y'all hear it. Y'all want to hear it? Let's motherfucking hear it, bitch. So he was just very disrespectful, and he was very, very rude to her. Very rude. Unspoken, Unspoken, are you still there? Unspoken, are you still there? Can you take the Robert chat, please? My nose is driving me crazy tonight, yo. It's on a freeze. And it turned out that this guy, Brian, was in this shit for money. He didn't want to be friends with. He didn't want to be with Ryan. He was in this shit for motherfucking money. This guy right out here was in this shit for fucking money. For fucking money, y'all. Just sick. I hope Unspoken is still here. I hope Unspoken is still here. I hope she can look at the private chat for me because I want to make sure that that's okay with her. And I obviously can put the information. Come on, phone. And then he says, then they ask him, is there other he will send you money to? He's like, yeah, of course there is. Like, what a rude motherfucker.
A little bit. Because I believe the story that on Snapchat, anybody who ain't never met, I kind of used her.
Do you live in Detroit?
Yeah.
Huh. So, are you the person who's been Micah this whole time?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Wow. Interesting. Are you being for real?
Yeah.
Do you live in Detroit?
No.
Wait, if you don't live in Detroit, how did you have Micah's profile on Tinder in Detroit?
I was in Detroit.
You were in Detroit, okay. But you don't live in Detroit. Do you live in Michigan? Okay, so you're in. Okay, got it.
Do you know a Cassandra Reed? Because that's the name that comes up when we ran your phone number.
No.
Are you a subscriber to the real Micah's OnlyFans?
He was a subscriber to Micah's OnlyFans page.
I kind of used her to make it seem a little more real. You know, it's actually, you know, a lesson.
A lesson? A lesson to who? What the fuck? So after that, he just kept spitting off that thing, and it's spitting off that thing, and then he was very different what it can be.
Lesson.
Snapchat. Anybody who ain't never met in person or anything like that.
So then he's also saying that he shouldn't be. He's also saying that nobody should be talking to anyone on Snapchat. Yeah, then this guy is a con artist.
If I wouldn't have got you, somebody would have got you. You know, it's gonna happen.
Interesting lesson given to me. You know,
you must be.
The Brian says, "Oh yeah, interesting lesson." Then he says, I believe the story that was given to me.
Okay.
So, have you used the Micah profile and Snapchat to like talk to lots of other guys?
That ain't the only girl I use. No.
Oh, okay. So
you have.
But have you talked to any other guys the way you've talked to Ryan?
What you mean?
Well, I mean, Ryan sent you $500.
Oh yeah.
So other people sending you money too.
Yeah.
Wow.
So wait, what?
The cash?
Of course.
So you got like a whole little operation.
At one time.
Oh, I had a girl in.
So other people sending you money too.
Yeah.
Wow.
So wait, why when I called was it a girl voice at one time?
Oh, I had a girl answer. It was a couple of girls that I had talked. You know.
And do you cut them in on the cash?
Of course.
So you got like a whole little
this
operation.
This is like a business.
I mean, I wouldn't call it a business. A lot of people do it, man.
And how long have you been doing this?
I don't know.
So a long time.
I didn't say that.
So how long?
I just said I don't know.
Are you into guys?
Never.
But you're having sexual conversations with men in order to lure them to send you money?
I'm a dude. I know what a dude wants, you know?
But what kind of lesson are you teaching him if you're also accepting the money? Don't you think that you're just as at fault as he is?
I bet you it won't happen to him again. Don't send him some money. I should be the good guy because I'm coming out. Ain't nobody else gonna come out and tell y'all this.
If you really want us to teach Ryan a lesson, you could have had him send you $50 and then you could have said, hey, just so you know, I'm
playing what I would do and stuff. I'm gonna pay the dude back. You can shoot me your cash out. It's a harmless scale.
But you stole $500 from him.
It's not harmless. You're putting the girl in the actual photos and videos at risk. That's where I have an issue. Because say Ryan was crazy and ran into her somewhere and was like, hey, like you took this money from me, you never showed up. Now I'm gonna f you up. Now you put Micah, the real Micah, at risk.
Girls put themselves at risk when they post pictures of themselves in the news.
Wow, you're very disrespectful.
Period.
Do you have kids?
Don't worry about it.
Well, I hope that you don't have daughters, because if you do and somebody were to take advantage of them like that, I'm sure you would have an issue with that.
My daughter won't be posting no pictures like that. There's so many guys taking these girls' pictures, making fake pages, doing all type of stuff.
So anyway, he was very rude. The Carrie says, you want to contribute? Yeah, I do. Like, what the fuck? What a motherfucking disrespectful ass motherfucker. What a motherfucking weirdo, y'all. Oh my god. Dang. You're very disrespectful, dude. Oh my god. Like, have y'all heard of such a thing? Jeez. Y'all, this live went on for hours. The episode went on for hours because of this guy. And y'all can see how many hours we went on. Well, of course, we did other things, but yeah, crazy. Y'all, people are crazy. Crazy in the membrane. So anyway, Sparkle, did you want to come up and say anything? Because you tried to come up earlier and I couldn't let you up. Did you want to come up and say anything? I'm gonna take you off the screen. So y'all, beware of this guy on the screen here. He's a fucking POS and he's motherfucking evil. So fuck you, Tony. Fuck you, Tony. Fuck you, bitch. What an awful motherfucker. Woo. Child. Unspoken. You still there, baby? Because I'm about to get off of here, child. But yeah, this episode was crazy. So I don't know currently whose channel the Brewing Crew is gonna be on. I have no idea. I don't know. We'll figure that when Unspoken, and we'll figure that out eventually and get back to us on that. But yeah, Unspoken, are you still there? Because Unspoken, are you still there? Because I wrote you a question and they're probably never got back to me about it. I need to get off here and eat me some dinner, child. This has been a great live stream, full of a lot of craziness. Who's still here in the chat? Who's still here with me? I think Unspoken done left me. I think Unspoken done left me. I think Unspoken done left me. I think she done left the room. American Summer Entertainment Television. That's me TV. Thank you for being a friend. The girls are coming on now. But yeah, Unspoken, are you still there? Because I'm about to get off of here, girl. I'm tired, girl. Whew. Tired. This has been a long live. We know at 3 hours. Jeez. Unspoken. Unspoken done left me, yo. She said it was loud at her house. Hello? Anybody there? Is anybody out there? Hello? Anybody there? Like, or yeah. Anybody there? Yeah, thank you, Micah. But yeah, y'all, I'm about to get out of here. I love y'all. Want to appreciate everybody for coming. We love y'all so much. I guess Sparkles went away, so I guess he's not going to come up. I'm going to get off of here and eat dinner, watch the Girls, and then get to bed soon. But I appreciate y'all for coming through. Unspoken has not answered my question yet. So I hope she will, because I would love to do that. So I don't know where Unspoken went, but she's still here. So Unspoken, if you can hear me, stay up here so we can talk. If you can, I don't know. She must have the grandkids with her. So, but yeah, I'm enjoying this live stream. We're gonna get off here. We'll be back next week for Danielle and Jose. We'll be back next week. We're gonna try to move in an early fashion. Next week is gonna be episode 19, then we'll do episode 20. Episode 18, episode 19, episode 20, and then after that we'll move on to Not Orderly. So anyway, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Unspoken, if you can answer the question, Unspoken, if you can answer my question in the private chat, please. I would appreciate that. If you could please answer my question, please, I would appreciate it. Either when we get off, or either I can send you an email about it. So, but yeah, y'all, I do appreciate y'all for coming through. Let me get this off the screen here. I'm just gonna set this little intro right here on, because yeah. So, listen, y'all have a good night. I enjoyed this live stream with y'all. Y'all have a good night. We'll see y'all soon. And y'all have a good night. We love y'all. And bye-bye. I guess Unspoken left me, so I guess I'll just drop her off and I'll ask her that question in the chat, maybe. So I don't know, because she's not. I don't think Unspoken's here anymore. I don't think she can even hear me. So I don't think she can hear me. So, but yeah, I enjoyed this with y'all. Even though Unspoken was quiet a little bit, I enjoyed this with you guys. So y'all have a good night. We love y'all, and we'll talk to y'all soon. I'm going to I gotta find her to put my dinner plate over here. I'd have this over here. So anyway, love y'all. Have a good night. We'll see you next week. We'll see you next week for Unspoken on Purpose. And it's me, Alec CATFISH. We'll see you next week. Boom, 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 boom. We love y'all. Good night. Love y'all. Bye. Spoken, don't leave me, okay? And if I get an answer from you about that thing, I will just he'll give y'all the info next week. So yeah, it doesn't look like Sparkle wants to come or anybody else does. So I'm gonna get on one to. It doesn't look like Sparkle wants to come back up here. She's not telling me in the chat. She's not here. So he's not here. I mean, so they're not here. So I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. Y'all have a good night. We love y'all. We'll see you next week. I don't know if it's from any other live streams planned, so she may not have any other ones planned, but if she does, we'll be there as always. So listen, we love y'all. Have a good night. Good night, Micah. Good night, Spencer. Good night, Unspoken. And good night, Thaddy. Good night, everybody in the chat. Good night, everybody in the bushes. We love y'all, and we'll see y'all soon. We'll see you next week for Unspoken Purpose. It's me, Alec CATFISH, okay? Bye. Y'all have a good night. Bye-bye, everyone.